Something strange happened on my way home from work. My son, who passed away 10 years ago, suddenly appeared on the side of the road. I just wanted to see his face. So, I honked my car horn. At the moment the boy turned his head, I was certain this was my son who had been dead for 10 years. To avoid losing him again, I parked the car by the side of the road. Then, I boarded the school bus where the boy was. Sitting in the corner, I began observing him closely. I noticed the boy had a scar on his face. The scar was identical to the one on my son who passed away 10 years ago. I followed the boy to his school. Immediately, I went to find my ex-husband and told him everything that had happened today. After hearing it, my ex-husband looked at me in disbelief. Even though I told him that the boy had the exact same scar as our son, he still refused to believe that our son had suddenly come back to life. He angrily told me to accept reality. It was just a boy who looked like our son. Seeing that my ex-husband wouldn't believe me, I had no choice but to seek help from the police. I told them that my son had been abducted 9 years ago, and now I had found a trace of him. I hoped the police could help me find my son. However, the officers checked the records, and although my son's body was never found, his less than hash home, 3 hashes greater than, all the evidence pointed to the fact that my son had drowned. Seeing that I wouldn't accept the truth, the sheriff reluctantly said they would discuss it further. Since no one believed me, I decided to investigate on my own. I went back to the boys' school to wait. When the boy came out, I immediately approached him. But before I could ask him anything, a man walked up behind me and led the boy to a car. I immediately followed them, tailing them to a secluded estate. After taking a few photos, I went back home. I began looking up information about the boys' school. By accident, I discovered that the school was hiring a music teacher. After thinking for a while, I suddenly came up with a plan. I put up a photo of my son from 10 years ago and cut my hair to look like it did 10 years ago. The next morning, I went to the school. I handed in my resume and applied for the music teacher position. Since I had musical talent in my youth, I passed the interview with ease. Then, I eagerly went to the classroom where the boy was. I carefully called out his name, but he didn't respond. In the following conversation, I learned that the boy's name was Jack. He had lost his mother at a young age and had been living with his father ever since. My meticulous care made Jack feel warmth like never before. However, just a few days later, Jack's father came to see me. He said that Jack never talked about his school teachers at home, but recently, he kept talking about me. I quickly changed the topic, praising Jack's musical talent, and suggested I could be his tutor. Matt looked at me strangely, and after refusing, he quickly left the school. That night, despite Jack's father's refusal, I showed up at Jack's house. When he saw me, he seemed surprised, then looked displeased.